Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone and welcome to Great Scott. I'm Scotty V and thanks for watching. A lot of people have called me a movie mogul, someone who can get projects done in Hollywood, a guy who knows everything there is to know about bringing a script to life and making it believable, whether it's a comic book or whether it's something written by Nicholas Sparks. But none of this is true. I have absolutely no experience in Hollywood. I've never brought a movie from a drawing board to screen. I've never actually written anything of consequence, and I have never accomplished anything that makes me successful in any way, shape, or form. I'm a complete failure and don't know anything what I'm talking about. I've been told many, many times that I should just continue with my BS and actually take down some of the captions that many of you are fans of, because it gets in the way of people trying to hear what I'm saying. What am I getting to here? And that is that there are rumors, and have been rumors for quite some time, that DC and Warner Brothers and Legendary Entertainment would like to bring a Justice League movie to the screen. And since I'm one of their people that they call when they're looking for input, when they're looking for opinions, when they're looking for ideas, they call me on the phone. I just wanted to say to them now that Justice League ideas are great, and if we look at the Avengers, I've been doing over the last few weeks some videos that talk about the Avengers, even though it's a Marvel product and this is a Superman site, and I'm a Superman fan and a DC fan. I love the Avengers, said that last week, and I think that a Justice League movie could be just as good or better as we move forward, and it's going to be a few years from now. So just like in the Avengers, the effects were better on the Hulk and on other things than they were in the Hulk or in the Incredible Hulk. Actually, the movie was called Hulk. It's one of my sticking points. There's no the. I just did it myself. What do you know about that? Now listen, I think a Justice League movie could be a great idea, but here's the thing, DC. Marvel has spent a number of years preparing us for the Avengers, setting up their characters, setting up their world, getting us excited. So I believe that part of the reason it was so successful, not just because it was pretty good, not just because these are famous characters, not just because people were excited about it for the sake of being excited about it, but because they were excited about characters that they were already invested in, actors they were already interested in because they had seen them play these characters before. Storylines that were started in other movies over the last 10 years. I said this last time, and I'm saying it again. It was a big bonus to the film, and I believe that DC would be making a mistake if they rushed a Justice League film out just to be greedy, which I know these big companies do sometimes, because it seems to be the way to cash in on something that's going on. The Avengers was successful. Iron Man has been successful. Hulk so far not that successful on screen, but one of the favored characters in the new Avengers film. Thor did pretty well, Captain America did pretty well. All these movies led up to the Avengers now being the biggest movie we've ever seen, and probably going to surpass #1 movie of all time, at least for the time being. Now we have Dark Knight coming out and we have Spider-Man coming out. I don't expect, and I don't even think Marvel expects, that Spider-Man is going to be as big as the Avengers, but everybody seems to think that The Dark Knight has a possibility, since the Dark Knight Returns or whatever was very successful a few years ago. I think a lot of that was hype, and Heath Ledger and myself, I've made it clear how I feel about those films, but it's very possible that the new Dark Knight movie could be even bigger than the Avengers. I would hope not. I would think not, but it's very possible. So anyway, for the time being, the Avengers are very successful. So any company that has the plethora of heroes that DC has within the Justice League, and seeing the success of the Avengers, would certainly feel like the right idea was to try to bring a Justice League movie. And they had this Justice League Mortal thing that was rumored for a few years and then put on standby, and now some people are talking about a new Justice League movie, and that it would have a whole new cast, not Henry Cavill, not Christian Bale, and it would kind of totally be from scratch and totally be its own thing. Now, I imagine that's one way to go, and you could have multiple properties in multiple different areas going. And one of my complaints, even about the Marvel Universe, is with Spider-Man coming out now, and billions of dollars of damage caused in New York City. Once Spider-Man comes out, where are we there? Is that the same universe? Is Spider-Man in the same New York City that the Avengers just saved and that the aliens just destroyed? And how is that possible, if so? And why wouldn't the Avengers come to Spider-Man's aid anytime he's involved in anything? Same with Justice League. If you have a Batman movie that's not standalone and he is in the same universe, then why wouldn't the rest of the Justice League be there every single time there was a problem and kind of make Batman obsolete and unnecessary? But the rumor is that it would be a separate entity. It would not be Henry Cavill as Superman, and Christian Bale's supposed to be done with Batman now, so it would be a new Batman. But I again think this could be a mistake in terms of trying to match the success of the Avengers, which seems to be and makes sense that the company would want to try to do after seeing the amount of success that they've had. But I think that Marvel has spent the time, whereas DC often tries to rush ideas to the screen with varying degrees of success, but nowhere near as successful as Marvel has been in bringing a lot of their properties to the screen. And they've just got all of their heroes in a row, and they've got things going on, and they've got the feel down. And I don't even think DC quite even knows what they want their movies to feel like. So those are just my several cents. You can take them and try to make $1 if you wish, but I do not think you'll be able to. Remember, everybody, always look up in the sky.